I forgot I never finished season 3, so let's get to it before it comes on Friday. Oh, I remember when Power used to come on Saturday night. Ooh, the Auntie Hour returns, just in time for the summer. Oh my God, I have not heard this theme song in so long. Theme song shimmy. Even though we don't like 50 Cent, we gonna theme song shimmy. Can't believe it. Oh, I mean, it took me back to New York. Oh, to warmer days. So, Sax is dead, and we trying to find out where Baby Bop Mama is. Effie just got arrested. Meanwhile, Tariq is going through Method Man's office to try to get the information. So now Tariq and Kane meet at the office, and Kane tells him Lauren's still alive, and he says, that can't be. Tariq tells Kane, well, this is all your fault. Lord, so now they get to fighting. You want to be me. You left Essie thirsty. You both sorry. You both are sorry and awful. I wouldn't let you get a whiff of mine. But then Method Man comes in and stops the melee. So he says he'll take care of Effie. I can't believe we don't have sorry Sax anymore. So was Tariq able to find Tasha's address? He tells Method Man he didn't, but he might have. I think he did. However, he takes a police report from Method Man that he was keeping on Monae to prove she did dirt. Over with closed mouth, chunky heel. Oh, we get closed mouth, chunky heel back. Closed mouth, chunky heel. Oh, she's sending Effie to holding. And they find out about Sax's death. The lawyer that was stripping him looks all sad. So now Kane runs up on, what do we call the Italian one? The 40-year-old teenager. So Kane tells him the feds roped up Effie for Lauren. Over with Monae and Diana, they get a letter from Sax saying Tariq's been working with the feds and set Diana up for the arrest. So with Baby Bop and the 40-year-old teenager, they arguing about who was trying to save Lauren. Well, now she ain't trying to save neither of you. Oh, and I forgot, they still got to deal with the Africans or the Caribbeans. Over with Monae, Evelyn walk in like she gonna do something. I saw the video about Drew. Evelyn said, you don't seem to be missing your husband, but I told you I didn't want a war with Tejada, so why would I have killed him? I'm coming to you as a mama, however. My son is missing, and it seemed like Drew confessed to his murder. But Kane comes out and stops little Confrontations and Evelyn leave, and then Drew pop out too, and Monae's like, well, they know you killed him. So Tariq's able to stall the Africans by promising one he gonna help him with the green card, which is why he was loyal to Noma. Tariq goes to the crooked councilman Lorenz Tate for the green cards. Over with Method Man, he's with Effie at the prison. At Weston Holdings, the FBI is seizing documents. Ponzi's been proven. Braden puts everything on his uncle. You should have let that little hussy out to dry too. She's messing up your family legacy. You ain't gonna mess up my business and get away with it. However, with the attorney Sax was stripping and closed-mouthed chunky heel, they get a letter from Sax from beyond the grave. So he told her, look, you need to let it go. I can play dirty from here. And I guess drop T. But she's going to get her revenge. However, right as Method Man walking out, they see him and tell him, we have an offer for your client. He said, well, she ain't my client. So they try to get him for Sax's death, but he said, child, you better tell that to a grand jury. Over with Baby Bop and the 40-year-old teenager. Baby Bop tell him, look, your uncle gotta go. Braden's like, I can't kill my fam. Tariq said, well, what are you gonna do for this family? So the 40-year-old teenager goes home and his family's in shambles, and he's like, okay, we gotta throw Uncle Lucas under the bus. However, Lucas is gonna rat out the drug ring in Weston Holdings. So he gets on the horn with closed-mouthed chunky heel. Over with Kane and Drew, they taking out Evelyn and her boys. However, Evelyn tells Drew before she died, oh, your mother killed your pappy. Over with Tariq, Diana questions him on why you make me use them lockers to get pinned up. I know that heifer ain't asked, well, where do we stand if I transfer out of state? He said, I ain't got it in me no more, and you shouldn't want him in you no more. However, Diana break into his room after he leave, and then she finds Monae's police report, finding out that Poppy's prints were at the scene of Zeke's murder. So all the kids realize Poppy killed Zeke by mistake, and Monae killed their daddy. So they confront her, and you know she lying. So she kick all the kids out the house. However, Baby Bop go to check on the 40-year-old teenager who's at his brother's house, who's at Crooked Lucas's place. He's trying to get him to leave the country but clear the family name. But he threatens him with the drug dealing. Brayden says, you know what? You gotta go. And he just pushes him off the balcony. Now I remember why I didn't watch. The episode was spoiled. Lord, but now Kane impersonating a lawyer to visit Effie in prison. Across town, Tariq runs into 2-Bit. 2-Bit got a letter from Sax, and now he wants 100 bands for the information. So that's the information where his mama at, so now we gotta run to save Tasha. So he goes, sees his mom and Debbie Allen, and his sister says, Reek! The one that didn't die. But here come the drive-by. So he killed the guards and go inside. Tommy pulls the gun on Tasha, but then Reek comes in. Tasha knocked Reek out, and that proved to Tommy that they ain't gonna tell on him, so Tariq wake up in the hospital. So Tasha missing, but the sister and Grandmama are safe. All right, well, let's get to the next one. However, we open with Baby Bop and the 40-year-old teenager trying to figure out their next move, but Monae goes to Noma and says, hey girl, here you need some help. Since Effie got locked up, you're not moving weight through the ivies. Noma pulls out a ring and says, okay, Hef, I might be able to work with you, but what happened to Mecca? Tariq goes over to Tommy's mama's. Over with closed-mouthed chunky heel, she's trying to soften Effie up with a few nights in the MCC, and the Weston suicide's looking suspicious. However, Noma agrees to work with Monae, so then when Tariq and the 40-year-old teenager and Kane show up for distro, they gotta deal with her ass, yet again. But as Tariq's leaving the meeting, he sees Tommy tell him to follow her. So Tommy says, look, me and her hashed it out, we cool. Tommy says, look, you need to rethink your beef with Monae, because you're gonna get your family killed. Oh, Lord. We got the crooked councilman proposing to Keisha Sharp. Over with the Tejada kids, Kane is like, look, we are drug dealers. You ain't gonna be an NBA housewife and you ain't going to school, fool. Over at the Weston's house, Monae and Kane come by to grab some collateral. However, Monae accuses Kane of being pussy whipped because she wants to handle Effie in prison herself. So she slips her a phone message. Monae's coming for you. Watch your back, bitch. Why would you waste a whole phone? Why wouldn't you just whoop her ass? Oh no, that was Kane. That was Kane trying to protect her. However, Davis says, look, you can't. Meanwhile, across town, Tariq meets with Davis, and Davis is like, look, you're going to have to get rid of Effie and Lauren, but you can't kill Monae. So Tariq go to visit Effie in jail, and she said, look, I'll work with you because I know who Noma is, but you got to get me out of prison first. Then he called Lauren. He's like, look, I need you to work with me. I'll meet you tonight at Fort Greene Park. And she's sick of sitting around the safe house, so she like, whatever, I'll meet you. So they meet up, and Kane shows a video of him tying up her parents. Like, hey, if you testify, I'm gonna get them. Meanwhile, across town, David drops by one of Tate's rallies. He tell him, we need you to drop them Diana Tejada charges. However, Keisha Sharp done found out that Tate's still up to his crappy ways, so she breaking up with him. Lauren, however, tries to get the attorney sexual stooping to get her to see Effie. So Lauren goes to see Effie, and Effie's on the same thing everybody else is. Just recant, Heffa, so we can all go back to our lives. So Lauren get on the stand and recant. So the head guy tells the lawyer that Stax was stooping and closed-mouthed chunky heel, you're done. I'm pulling your funding. No revenge for sorry Sax. You stupid. So Lauren and her family move out of town. Over with Tariq and Effie, they talk about Noma's daughter who's their age at NYU. Tariq go over to the 40-year-old teenager and he's like, oh look, I'm tired of this life. I'm ready to quit. Brayden's going insane over having to kill his Uncle Lucas though. Brayden tell him, I'm out, but good luck. However, Diana drops by Tariq's and asks him, will you help off Monae? While I drive her to the penthouse, you put 2 through the window. I bet you that heifer got a bulletproof car. So as Diana tries to get Monae in place, before Tariq can shoot, Tasha come with another car popping at that ass. Of course, Monae saved Diana, but did we get Monae? So Monae is in critical condition. It's touch and go. Now Diana feeling guilty. She sacrificed herself to save me, and she'd kill your ass too. Don't trust her. Hypocritical heifer. Now Diana gonna tell Kane it was Tariq. You ain't shit. So Drew had planned on sacrificing old baby bop. And we find out Diana pretended to be Monae and sent the letter to Tommy's mama. Oh! After that, we see Tariq and Tasha finally meeting up. He gotta tell her the trust is gone. So he gonna go after the power that Noma has. Oh, goodness. So back at the police office, we got Paz, Angela's sister. Her son is the guy that said we're off this case because of the whole Tejada book, because the heifer recanted. Oh, God, and he gets a lawyer from Saks. That's why Paz is there. And his letter had a disk drive. So Tariq goes to have his meeting with Noma, but then the Tejada kids say, you killed our mama. Well, you tried. He says, however, Noma, I know where your daughter is, and if anything happened to me, I'ma pop a cap in that ass. Oh, God, now Effie done double-crossed him, too. Ooh! But Brayden to the rescue! He turns the lights out and starts shooting. Let's go, best friend, that's your best friend. Let's go, best friend, that's your best friend. All right, and that's where the shit ends. I'll see you Friday for the new seas. So everybody's at war. Wow. And it was Obi that tipped off Brayden that they were going to kill Reek because he got him those greeting cards. That was good. Child, we ain't had good scripted since Scandal.